Hey everyone, this is going to be a short video on an unfolding drama involving Thunderf00t and Dawah Films. Not the first time that there's been a bit of drama with these two, but I think this is probably a low point. So Thunderf00t made a video regarding a false DMCA, which I'm not going to get into. But Dawah Films, as a response to this and what he perceives was Thunderf00t's egging on perhaps direct participation in some false accusations made to the FBI. And I have to say outright, I mean, I don't think Dawah Films or anyone else has any evidence that Thunderf00t actively participated in any such scheme, and I mean, I would be surprised if he had. He probably doesn't do enough to dissuade people, and I've said that before, but that's not the same thing as actively participating. Now, Dawah Films apparently contacted people, mass emailed people at Thunderf00t's university, and also various different offices at the university, presumably with an email containing links to Thunderf00t's videos and selected of his comments and probably some form of a message, which I think is terrible. Seriously, I think it's horrible. That's the number one point. I mean, really, the rest of this video is important to me as well, but that's the number one point. To me, it's severely unethical. It's kind of the inverse of doc dropping. Like doc dropping, you drop someone's real information online. This is you basically drop someone's online identity in the real world and into their job life, and I think that was a terrible thing to do. I really do. And it makes me feel very, it's just another low point. And obviously Thunderf00t drones calling up the FBI is the same kind of thing, but as I said, I haven't seen any evidence that Thunderf00t was directly involved. And even if he were, you can't right a wrong with another wrong. And this is clearly a wrong. You cannot contact the university and try to bring Thunderf00t's online persona somehow into his private life or his work life. It's not fair. It's uncalled for. So that's my number one thing. That's really all I need to think about the situation to know how I feel about it. But the second is, I'm getting back to the same point that I always get back to when I critique a Thunderf00t video. What the heck is the point of this bullshit? Seriously. Think about it for 10 seconds. I mean, I had a brief comment exchange before Dawah Films. We had a little back and forth, a couple of comments in the comment section where he proudly announced this action. And he was nice to me, but he stopped answering when I kept pressing him for what good he thought this would achieve. That's the same question I've asked Thunderf00t. I don't get what good Draw Muhammad Day is supposed to do. I definitely don't get what good potentially damaging Thunderf00t's work life is supposed to do. Dawah Films was making out like he needed to stop Thunderf00t because Thunderf00t was a dangerous radical, and by outing him somehow he would make people aware that they had to carry responsibility for their words online. Something along those lines, which is utter insanity in my eyes. I don't think Thunderf00t is going to stop making videos. If anything, he's going to now have a lot more sympathy. He's going to be able to make a lot of videos about this. For this situation at least, he has my sympathy, because I think what was done to him was very wrong. And it's going to be an example that will be used in the foreseeable future by people that already held these opinions and by people just entering the discussion to talk about, Islam and Muslims and how they're all oppressing free speech, which in my eyes will be an unfair generalization, but it's going to happen, and it's going to make both camps be even more aggressive in their next step and even more determined and hunkered down in their opinions. Really, I can't say how stupid I think this was. You know, obviously Thunderf00t probably has never even seen one of my videos. The only exchange I had with Dawah Films was this brief exchange, but the reason why I want to say something is because I've made several videos critical of Thunderf00t, and I don't want to leave it standing out there like I'm just, you know, like I'm just dogmatically stuck in one position and I'm going to, you know, sit around and say, oh, you know, you do whatever you like to. No, this was terrible. Has Thunderf00t gone too far? Maybe I would say so. He's gone in unproductive ways, but no, he's done nothing to deserve this. No, he's not some dangerous radical that needs to be stopped, or, you know, and whatever. These things won't achieve that. I don't know. These things kind of tire me out. Like, why? Why? Alright, guys, I'll see you all.